Hello everyone and welcome back here to the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships live from Frisco, Texas, outside of the Toyota Soccer Center. We have a matchup here in the 14U division between KSA 04 and Nationals Union Black. My name is Griffin Weinberg. I'll be along with you for this match, the next match, and I'll be here probably throughout the rest of the week on Field 7 for whatever other games we get. A lot of implications in this matchup here right now. We can take a look at the Group B standings here in this 14U division. Nationals Union in the lead with 4 points, followed by VHSC Streamers and KSA with 2 points each. ECFC Salinas is in last place with 1 point. We are now underway here at Field 7. So because we don't get a lot of information on a lot of these teams, only what we get on the website in these roster sheets, sometimes numbers are mixed up. I don't get any pronunciations. And if you ever want to give me an interesting stat or correct me on anything, you can tweet at me at Griff_Berg. That's at GRIFF_BERG. And I will be sure to read it and fulfill any request you have or let me know what I might have missed. Nationals Union Black, if you can figure it out, are wearing their black uniforms. KSA wearing all red with white socks. So pretty much the breakdown of what needs to happen here. KSA, all they need to do is win and they advance. They would jump to the top of the leaderboard, and I'm not sure what's going to happen in that VHSC and ECFC match. Don't have any way of keeping track of that. So right now KSA fighting for possession to make something happen in their offensive third, but this ball will be going the other way. On the flip side for Nationals Union Black, right now they are, I guess, essentially tied, or rather they are in first. So all they need to do is win or draw. KSA, they will need to win. Nationals Union Black, if they draw, they'll end up with 5 points. And no matter what, that will put them into the semifinals. If they win, however, they will finish first in Group B. But if they draw, there is a chance that they could finish second. Things could get a little bit complicated, though, if there is a draw. If this game ends up in a draw, then KSA will need the VHSC game to also end up in a draw. Because if KSA and Nationals Union Black end up drawing and ECFC wins, then KSA will be eliminated in terms of points. This is all extremely confusing. I'll try to say it as slow as possible, and I'll try to update you on those same statistics as we advance through the rest of this match. Here's a chance for KSA in the meantime. A bevy of Nationals Union defenders are around, though. Keeping that ball in play, KSA will have it. Challenge in the midfield. Joe Wynn won that. Here's Colombe near side. Couple nice moves on his marker. Taken down, there will be a free kick. But their ball rolled onto the field as well. Colombe was going up against Jeremy Sharp. The free will be taken here by Jordy Ngardabom. Here's the ball inside, headed out by a Nationals Union defender. Trying to clear it up. Colombe now with a shot. Easy save to be made by Evan Lindsley. Lindsley in net for Nationals Union Black. Brian Duran in net for KSA. Ball being kicked around in the midfield. KSA has possession. Being kicked up by Aiden Bariak. And now at the far side is Mateo Phillips. Phillips getting past a defender. Trying to go inside. He had one teammate there in Devin Hernandez. Now here's KSA on the counter. Looking up ahead, there's a teammate, Joe Wynn, or rather, that was Pascal Wea Ombeni. He was offside. An early substitution here in this 6th minute as we take another look at that run. Good idea, but just a little bit too far ahead. New player coming in for Nationals Union Black is Braxton Arpachinda. Chance here in the midfield for Ludwig. Now Colombe again. Soft touch, getting through. That will be a foul. As Colombe had a chance to go run. A warning will be issued. You love to see that sportsmanship. The service on the inside right at Lindsley. Coming off the foot of John Perez. Trying to make a run for Nationals Union Black, Anthony Hong up there. KSA 04, stationed out of Lilburn, Georgia. Their first 2 matches, they drew 1-1 to VHSC and drew 2-2 to ECFC. Similarities in those first 2 matches. In the VHSC draw, they conceded a first-minute goal, and they conceded a third-minute goal in the ECFC game. Already here in the 8th minute now, and Nationals Union hasn't really had any good chances. So the defense showing up for KSA when it needs to most in this final day of group play. A lucky deflection off the back of one of the Nationals Union defenders. Nationals Union with a chance on the counter. That one slowed down by a backwards pass. The mark being closely held by Daniel Valney. Running up ahead before it's cleared by Perez. KSA made their way down here to the national championships by way of winning the Georgia State Cup and finishing up as the runner-up in the National League Red Division, where they held a record of 5-1-1. Head coached by Borfor Core. It will be a free kick here. Taking it is Jeremy Sharp. The service inside with the right foot. Off the back of one of the Nationals defenders, rather offensive players in that instance, Braxton Arpachinda. For Nationals Union in their first two matches, they picked up a 3-0 win versus ECFC, and they also drew 1-1 to VHSC, as did KSA. Had a pretty dominating run up here to get to the national championships. Nationals Union Black winning the Michigan State Cup, the Midwest Regionals, and the National League Blue Division. Team that finished 5-0-0 in the Midwest Regionals and had shutouts in 5 of their 6 wins in the National League Blue Division. Looking up ahead for Hong. Coming out of the net was Duran. Here comes Sharp. One defender around, 2 coming in. Now that one crossed to the other side. Here's a look on goal. That shot goes over the post and to the right from Richard Ludwig. And I guess it was deflected. We can go ahead and take another look at it because there will be a corner kick coming up. And indeed, it did hit off that KSA defender. It will be Mateo Phillips taking this corner kick. The in-swinger. This one goes in. Duran able to get down on top of it. Looked like it had a chance to squeak in the goal, but this will stay 0-0. We will have 3 more substitutions on for Nationals Union Black. Looks like 3, 4, and 22. Devin Hernandez coming back in alongside Jai Kozar Lewis and Ryan Bovey. Jake City, one of the players for Nationals Union that just checked out. Also Anthony Hong. And then I believe Richard Ludwig. The only way that Nationals Union would be eliminated from advancing would be from a loss today versus KSA, and then if VHSC were to beat ECFC. Coming up on 15 minutes through this first half. We'll have about 20 more minutes to play. KSA had a chance. Once again, they keep possession. And it looks like there was a handball called. Free kick coming up for Nationals Union Black. Coming on for Nationals Union, Ryan Gruka. Bovey was around it. Being sent up the way by Orpachinda. Takedown far side. Bovey there again for Nationals Union. This ball going the other way. Ludwig connecting with Hernandez. And I believe these teams are going to be taking a water break now. And that is what's going to happen. So they'll have about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to relax, get their water, and then they will head back out onto the pitch. I'm going to step aside while they do that. And we're back. Field 7, Toyota Soccer Center, Frisco, Texas, U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. The game still at a stalemate between KSA and Nationals Union Black. We've seen a couple of good opportunities for Nationals Union. A few decent chances for KSA, but nothing too threatening for Evan Lindsley. Colombi touches that one last. Ball up the way, intended for Devin Hernandez. And that will be a corner. Zachary Hayumpa, looking ahead, put a nice ball in Hernandez's direction. And now Nationals Union will get another chance here. Another substitution for Nationals Union, Jake City coming back in. Jai Kozar Lewis just checked out. Headed out by KSA defender. Service inside. Good challenge there from KSA. Now they're on the counter. Trying to hold a close mark is Gruka. This one being sent in, and that was deflected by, it looked like one of the KSA players. Now another chance here. A goal kick will come up. After the shot was fired off, it looked like Pasco Wea Ombeni was one of the players who had a foot on it. The run, a good shot. The two defenders around for Nationals Union were Shane Simon and Ryan Decker. Nationals Union continuing to sub out. 3 and 19 coming onto the pitch. That's Hong and Kozar Lewis, as well as 11 in black. And also 8 in red just checked on. That would be Ryan Antoine. $11 in black would be Nolan Miller. Coming back on for Nationals Union, Mateo Phillips. Easily rolling into Evan Lindsley's hands. Hernandez over to Mateo. Keeps it in play. Hernandez has had a few decent looks for Nationals Union today. The leading goal scorer in this 14U division with 3. KSA, in the meantime, needs to get some work out of Emmanuel Michael. Try to create some space for Michael Colombe. Emmanuel had 6 goals in the National League and also equalized in the 41st minute versus VHSC to give them a draw. Colombe had 5 goals in the National League. Hernandez missed a chance there. Jordy into the middle for Antoine. Trying to come near side for Pasco. Antoine and Jordy again. Deflected away by Alfonso Moni for KSA. Can they counter here? Eight minutes to go here, not accounting for stoppage time. Nationals Union will make another change. Arpa Chinda will check back in. KSA had a change to make 2, but they'll wait till the next stop of play. Ball inside. And another corner is on the way. Sounds like Jeremy Sharp is going to be taking it. The in-swinger off the head of 44, headed out again, and that one goes in! Oh my! What a goal for Nationals Union to go up on top. The first player for Nationals Union to get a head on it, I believe, was City. Punched away, then put in the back of the net by, I believe, Hernandez. I'm almost positive that was 22 in black who scored there, and if so, that gives Hernandez 4 goals in this 14U division. Here's Sharp now. Getting around one defender. Crosses it on top of the goal. I couldn't even tell. He might have even bicycle kicked that in. Maybe more of a sideways kind of scissor type kick. I don't know, but it looked pretty acrobatic from the replay. Hernandez now 4 goals in the 14U division. 2 of those coming against ECFC, a kid who had 7 goals in the National League. Nationals Union has been waiting to create more chances for him this afternoon, and so far that could be the one to help propel Nationals Union into a first place finish in Group B. Sharp ball inside Hernandez there, but that pop fly is caught by Durant. Here is KSA on the run. Stop and go, feeding it off, cleared out. That run was brought to you by Emmanuel Michael. Jordy, good 1-2 passing.
Come on, Jeremy. Good, Jake. Where's Thunder? There it is, bigger. Don't fiddle, Devin.
Sharp. Here's a chance on the counter now. Arpachinda helped put that ball ahead to Hoyumpa. They go down. Kept up by Simon. KSA now. Colombe letting the ball go past him. He's fast. He's tripped up in the box. But a goal kick will be awarded. Another look at this run. Colombe letting the ball go right by him. Simon a little bit confused. Right after he kicked that one over the net, then he was tripped up. Had that been a half second earlier, that could have been a penalty for KSA. Few more substitutions, 7 and 10 and black coming on, 6 for red coming on. Aiden Barayak and Richard Ludwig for Nationals Union. Then Amari Robinson on for KSA. Another stop and go, service inside. Emmanuel Michael with a shot, and that one goes! The equalizer here in the 34th minute.
Come on, sir! Anthony! Is this you? Hey, look! You know who number 7 is!
Turning around just 5 minutes later, KSA equalizes. Emmanuel Michael, first touch, fires away, almost saved by Lindsley, but now we got ourselves a ball game. KSA advances into the semifinals with a victory against Nationals Union. now here in stoppage time. Not sure how much time was allotted. Perez clears this one up into the center circle. Gruca challenged, won by KSA. Michael, who just equalized in the 34th. Maybe they'll count it as a 33rd minute goal. The goal either occurred at 32:59 or 33. Guess it's just fair to say that it happened more around the 33rd minute then. Here's Colombe. 4 defenders around. Tripped up. Should be a free kick. Play goes on though. A chance here for Nationals Union, running up ahead, 1 defender in front, a couple help out. City lost possession, another shot behind the goal. A good run there from City, hoping to put his team up going into the half. Substitution on for Nationals Union. Nolan Miller checking in. And I believe that KSA also made a substitution. I believe Pasco just came on. Maybe not, though. About 3 minutes through stoppage time. Free kick coming up for KSA.
Stay with your marks! Stay with your marks!
Perez service inside. Lindsley is there. That will end this first half. The score tied at 1-1 between KSA and Nationals Union. The first goal scorer on Nationals Union side, Devin Hernandez, putting one away in the 29th. About 5 minutes later, Emmanuel Michael equalizes to keep KSA's hopes alive here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships. We'll take our halftime break here at field number 7. We'll come back in about 10 minutes or so for an exciting second half. Today's games are brought to you by AE Engine Media and Marketing, AmericanEagle.com, Bag Tags Inc., Bubba Burger, Cliff Kid, Dick's Sporting Goods, Expand a Brand Innovative Branding Solutions, Fusionetics, MLS, Nesquik, Nike, Just Do It, Positive Coaching Alliance, Better Athletes, Better People, Premier International Tours, Soccer Shots, Sunmade, Target, Turbo Sports Group, United Soccer Coaches, Wilson Trophy Company, and Yokohama. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
It was 1935, the year that Elvis and Sandy Koufax were born. It was a year of many firsts, including the first NFL draft, the first Monopoly board game went on sale, Social Security began, and Babe Ruth hit his last home run. In addition to these milestones, the National Junior Challenge Cup was founded in 1935, offering a youth competition for young men in the United States. The cup was later named the James P. McGuire Cup, after the late U.S. soccer president, who himself was quite a standout in his earlier days, winning the U.S. Open Cup in 1929. McGuire would lead U.S. soccer and earn an international reputation as an excellent leader.
The Jim McGuire Cup was started in 1935. It was the only cup that the United States Soccer Federation had for youth players. And it was a very good competition, and I can tell you, I mean, this was the highlight of my soccer career to be a champion in 1954.
This storied cup, now the oldest trophy in youth sport.
It has a history, it has a meaning, I think it has tradition. So I think it's extremely important for our competitions, for all the age groups that kind of emulate the McGuire Cup.
Winning the McGuire Cup is huge, just because all that history that comes along with the oldest trophy in youth sports period, that's really big for us.
Who will write their name in the next chapter of the storied McGuire Cup?
Forget last year. It's gone. Ancient history. It's time to forget about failure and how you came up short, how you missed the mark. Yeah, it's time to forget about the man you should have marked, the run you should have made. Remember that shot you should have taken? Time to let it all go. Forget about it. It's time to go to work. It's time.
Everyone, we are back here at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships in Frisco. Back on Field 7, getting ready to start the second half between KSA and Nationals Union Black. Final day of group play in this 14U boys division. It was an exciting end to the first half, at least I should say. There wasn't too much action in the beginning portion of the first 35 minutes, but it ended pretty nicely. Nationals Union got their first goal from Devin Hernandez back in the 29th minute off of a corner kick, and then about 4 or 5 minutes later, Emmanuel Michael for KSA equalized with a goal of his own. That was his second goal here at the National Championships. Hernandez leading the 14U division now with 4 goals here in Frisco. Now, what that all means in terms of who advances and who gets eliminated, right now it doesn't do too much to it. Coming into this game, Nationals Union needed to win or draw in order to advance. Hernandez on the run now again. Service inside, headed up by one player, Hong. Still around for Union by Bovey. Maybe a handball, not going to be called though. Now this one will be going the other way. Back to the advancement talk. Nationals Union needing to win or draw in order to advance because they are atop the Group B standings with 4 points. For KSA to advance, they need to win. They can end up drawing this though, but things will get a lot more complicated because if they draw against Nationals Union, they will need VHSC and ECFC to draw as well. And then it goes into a whole bevy of tiebreakers, and that will get very confusing if that is the outcome. But pretty much, you win, you're in for either of these teams. Once again, I am Griffin Weinberg here on Field 7 outside the Toyota Soccer Center. Been here all day, I'm here now, and I'll be here later for the final game in the 14U division. As I said at the top of the broadcast, if there's anything that I missed, maybe a name pronunciation, a number mishap, or a stat that you need to correct me on or give me something interesting to say, you can tweet at me at Griff_Berg. That's at GRIFF_BERG. Near side there is Colombe. Trying to make a move in. Colombe gets it again. Going towards Michael. 2 defenders around him. Service inside. Colombe was in there before it was headed out by a Union defender. The shot blocked. Still around. Another shot, that one right into the hands of Lindsley. Lindsley back in goal for Nationals Union Black. And I'm not exactly sure if there was a keeper change on the KSA side. Guess we'll have to wait till I see the number on the back of the jersey. Brian Duran was the first half keeper though. Early substitution for Nationals Union, as they did many times in that first half. Jake City coming on. While Kozar Lewis coming off. Hernandez. Boots that one away towards City. It's going to be a foot race, and he's not going to get there.
Keep him there.
First touch by Joe Wynn cleared up the way.
Decker, talk. Richie, talk. Talk, Rich.
Good passing here between KSA players, moving ahead for Colombe. Nice run helped set up by Amari Robinson and Alfonso Moni. Hernandez gets along to it. He's going to chase after it. Will he get there first? Kicked away by the keeper, Brian Duran. Risky, gutsy move. This one will be a throw-in for Nationals Union. So Duran still the keeper for KSA. Another look at that run from David Hernandez. And that was very risky by Duran. You really want to see either, if you're going to challenge him like that, you want to dive at the ball and try to grab it up with your hands. You don't want to kick that away because that ball could accidentally be deflected into the goal. It stayed out though. Nationals Union making another substitution. Jeremy Sharp just checked in. KSA, Amari Robinson coming off. Robinson just made way for Jordy. Another Union substitution. Barayak just coming in. I'm thinking it's Barayak. City trying to move in, one touch too many. Nationals Union again putting a ball on the inside far with the head. Handball, though, is called. Good look there for Anthony Hong. Beautifully placed cross.
Right? If you do that, you score.
Another look at that previous sequence. Nice cross. Boot on it. Couldn't get his head around the ball, though, was Hong. Challenge won by KSA, and Jordy quickly taken away by Barayak. Here's Hoyumpa. Feeding it off to Hong, going backwards. Hoyumpa again. Clean tackle, stays with it, going inside. Hernandez, no. Almost taken away by Nationals Union again, though.
Jake! Could be air! Aiden out! Aiden! Keep Jeremy! Stop dribbling into a wall! Get the right ball!
Anthony Hong will be coming off, making way for Arpachinda.
Ego down and just play!
Substitutions for KSA as well. Look like Antoine and Joe Wynn have come off.
Hey!
I don't believe Daniel Vani started this second half, so I think he just came on. Over the head of one. Nolan Miller was there. Hernandez, can he get there? No. And this one will be going the other way now after the foul is called on Jordy. Didn't look too threatening, enough to warrant the whistle. Far side now, looks like. Cross coming in. Hernandez, right foot misses. The rebound shot deflected away by a defender. That one came off the foot of Bariak. KSA now with a chance to run here. Lindsley playing his part. Arpachinda. Hernandez.
Hey, come on, Evan! Come on, Dev! Come on, Dev!
Arpachinda trying to make waves, taken down, no call. Nationals Union still has the run. That ball went nowhere. Good effort there from 27 in black, though, to try to help out his team. Hernandez. Nada. 8 in red checking on Ryan Antoine. While Colombe just came off, there was a substitution for Nationals Union as well, I believe. Didn't get a chance to read the number. I'm sorry. There will be another substitution though. Hernandez coming off. He'll make way for Hong. Perez.
Where's my second midfield?
And we are going to be taking our water break here in the second half. About halfway through now, 17 minutes, and not a lot of action to go for. We'll go ahead and take a break, about a minute and a half, 2 minutes or so before we return here to this 1-1 stalemate on Field 7 outside the Toyota Soccer Center in Frisco. And we're back. 14U Division. KSA, Nationals Union Black. 1-1 the score. Getting ready to start the final 15 minutes. Water break is over. Players are rehydrated. Immediate goal kick. 2 goals coming in the first half. Started off with Devin Hernandez from Nationals Union scoring in the 29th minute off of a corner. And about 4 or 5 minutes later, Emmanuel Michael for KSA equalized. That was Michael's second equalizer here in group play, also his second goal. Hernandez, 4 goals in the 14U division, leading. And this will be a good opportunity here for KSA. There seems to be a lot of confusion, though, out on the pitch.
Drop in, Jake, run it. Jake, come on. Aiden, run it. Jake, get your head up.
We'll see where the exact spot is for this free kick. Oh, it was a lot further back than I anticipated.
Stay with your mark. Good, Ryan. Compose your wrist. Compose. Jeremy. Stay calm.
Union trying to run the counter. Sharp. Showing his speed. And now a corner. So a good run there by Jeremy Sharp to give his team a chance. And it looks like it is going to be Mateo Phillips taking this corner. Substitution for Union. Bariak coming off for David Hernandez. Devin Hernandez, apologies. I feel like David Hernandez is the name of a Major League Baseball player.
Be smart. Be smart, Black. Nolan, get up there to shoot, man. Go. Higher shake. Higher shake.
The low in swinger. Hernandez got a head on it.
Jake, get shape. Hey, get ready. Jake, right. Jake, go right. That's right, fine, Devin. Stay in the attacking mid. Stay in there, Devin. It's fine. It's fine. Can we go? Hunt. Jake, do it. Braxton, no line. Read it. Read the angle. There it is. Find it. Find it, Braxton. Go do it. Big. Good, Jake. Come on, Jake. Settle. Where's the bump?
Or City.
Where's the bump?
Trying to feed it off to one of his teammates. That one will be a throw-in for Union after it deflected off of the KSA player. That one
Can we go find it? Hunt it. Hunt Mateo.
was Ramazani. Ramazani, I believe, just recently subbing in. Sent to the other side by Ludwig. Sharp now. Going against Jordy.
Get numbers back.
In the middle is Pasco.
One touch.
Back and forth we go.
Tighter. Numbers. No.
Pasco, 1-2. Getting to the third member. Going in. Around, a chance for KSA, but this one was way right. The shot coming courtesy of Alfonso Mani. Ten minutes to go. If the score stays, Nationals Union advances KSA will need to win if they want to keep this journey going.
Okay, come, 7 up top.
Another sub here for both teams. Bariak coming right back onto the pitch. And Colombe will come back on for KSA.
Get to it, Braxton. Good. Let's go, Def. You're behind him. Carry the ball.
Hernandez
Carry it. And then look to get us in. Get us in.
showing his speed and his moves. The cross on the far side. Duran trying to get it, now fighting for possession. Duran grabbing the player. The goal is open.
Referee!
Wow.
We all saw it. She didn't call it. It's done.
Trying to get the call from the referee. Illegal hands should have been called there. From Brian Duran, you cannot do that. He was grabbing on to the National Union player. It looked like Hong was around along with Jeremy Sharp.
Move on. Richie, shape it. Richie, shape. Get back.
That was a missed call in my opinion. I think that should have been a penalty.
Corner. Hey, move on. Reshape. Anthony, come back. Face up.
In the end of the day, my opinion doesn't really matter though.
Combine. Combine. Wider. Wider.
Colombe looking up ahead for Emmanuel.
Aiden, you have to know how you're going to get us wider. This cannot happen again. You don't know if you want to play, right? Kid, come on. I'm trusting you, kid. Let's do it. Yes. Devin, you have to work harder. Get in front. Yes, come on. Thank you. Go get it. Go get it. Settle. Combine. Combine. Come on, Braxton. Hey, we got
Arpachinda to Hernandez. Back to Arpachinda.
Get it, Brax. Get it. Skills. Skills.
Braxton one-on-one. The challenge.
Dale, being up.
Challenging for Arpachinda.
Dale. Great
The
ball.
cross inside
Second.
behind Hernandez. Hong could not reach it. Good defense there from Vani.
Face up. Pass the ball. Dale, inside. Dale, protect the split, right? Side.
Sub here for KSA. Making way for Pasco Wea Ombeni. Off of a Union defender. A long shot. Or for Core, the head coach for KSA, cannot like that. Yes, KSA needs to score and they need to win this game, but not off of a shot like that will it happen.
Hey!
No foul.
Combine! Who can we play with, Devin? Yeah, go, Braxton, go. It's gonna float in there. You're not gonna get it yet. All right, it's fine. Drop in, Brax. Drop in. Stay on side.
Anthony Hong will be coming off. Making way for Ur City. Hernandez can't keep it. Perez sends it forward. Around here, KSA in the box. Two minutes. Dose. Slowing down, almost racing to get there was Ur City. He is on his high horse right now. Flying in, Arpachinda now. Here's a shot, that one to the right. Under 90 to go, KSA needs to score. We'll see how much stoppage time is allotted. I have no idea what's going on in that VHSC and ECFC match. Here's a chance for KSA with a shot. Rebound opportunity cleared out. Now past the 70th minute. Still don't know how much stoppage time there is. Here is Arpachinda, near side 18. The cross in, deflected out to Union players there. Hernandez comes down with it, shoots it. That one saved by Duran. That could have been the finishing touch. Here comes KSA. Pasco, good defense there from Simon. Substitution coming on for Nationals Union. If they hold this draw, they will advance and eliminate KSA. Rather, pardon me. KSA will most likely be eliminated, but there is still a chance for them to advance, but they need VHSC to draw as well. But no matter what, should this draw hold, Nationals Union will be confirmed to play in the semifinals. KSA making another substitution, this time making way for Abnett Barrow. Clock continues to tick. And now the ball is going the other way. Here's KSA trying to make something happen in the box, cleared out. Two and a half minutes through stoppage time. That's what Nationals Union needs. Now KSA needs to push forward. How much time do they have? A takedown. This ball going the other way for Nationals Union. Hernandez coming off. And Gruca coming on. Looking to keep the ball in the corner. This will be another throw-in for Nationals Union. There is the final whistle. So now Nationals Union advances into the semifinals. Like I said, I do not know what's happening in that VHSC and ECFC matchup, but KSA still has a chance to advance should VHSC end up in a draw. There will be a bunch of tiebreakers to go through, but right now Nationals Union Black guaranteed their spot in the semifinals. We'll have a matchup from Group A in the 14U Boys Division coming up after this one, after the 1-1 draw between KSA and Nationals Union Black. Thank you everyone for tuning into this broadcast presented to you by Turbo Sports Group. Stick around for one final game here from Frisco at the U.S. Youth Soccer National Championships.